What's going on, y'all? So today we're going to be reacting to a quadruple stabbing that happened at a pool party. And yes, you did hear that right. I said quadruple stabbing, where four people were stabbed, two people obviously in critical condition, but two people actually passed away and succumbed to their injuries. So don't take my word for it. Let's just dive right in.
Welcome you to Fox 2 News at 6. I'm Hillary Golston.
And I'm Dave Spencer. We start with this. 2 people killed, 2 others hurt in a stabbing on Detroit's east side.
Fox 2's Camila Mary has been working this story for us, and we heard Chief Bedison say earlier in the week that he's going to do everything he can to get a handle on the violence, but it feels out of control, Camille.
Yeah, I mean, this was a horrible situation last night. People just having fun, trying to beat the heat, and then this happened. Take a look. Quadruple stabbing Saturday night on Detroit's east side. 2 of the victims died from their injuries. It happened just before 10 p.m. on Fleming near 7 Mile.
This was basically a pool party that was taking place, and there was an argument that started over a woman who was at the pool party. From that argument, one male suspect stabbed 4 of our victims.
The people who died, a female in her 20s and a male in his 30s. Of the 2 survivors, who are also both in their 30s, one of them rushed to an.
Here's the thing that I'm curious about, right? Because when I hear a quadruple stabbing, not shooting, see, a shooting can be quick, but when you say stabbing, now I'm curious and my wheels are turning, and I want to know if this was indiscriminate or if this was targeted. So, did he have certain people he was going after, or just anybody that was in his path was getting stabbed or shanked? Because then I have to wonder, like, how do you stab 4 people that you are going after if it's not indiscriminate? Now, if it's indiscriminate, he can just get anybody running. But if he actually was in a dispute and there were certain people he wanted to go after, now I'm wondering, like, how did you stab 4 people? So maybe they'll unpack that a little bit more, whether or not these were people that he wanted to stab or whether he was just being basically a terrorist and it really didn't matter.
Area hospital in critical condition, the other unstable. This all according to Detroit police. Meanwhile, they have identified the suspect, calling him a person of interest, but as of now, he is not in custody. Their message to the community?
Just the same message that we've continued to put out. Over these last couple of days, we've had just this rash of violence that's just unexplainable. This again is one of those incidents. We've had 4 people who were stabbed because someone said something or someone may have touched somebody. And that is not how we deal with any type of conflict.
Well, now somebody says something or somebody might touch somebody. So that, those are 2 totally different things. Saying something is one thing. Touching somebody, I'm hoping he's going to elaborate. Touching somebody how? Because now that's a totally different thing. But then how did 4 people get stabbed? Like, did he stab the first one? And then now the other ones tried to stop him? And he maybe felt that he was vindicated in the situation. So basically he's taking everybody as a threat. Now that adds a little bit more color, but
We have to do better.
Now, there is a video of the crime shot on his cell phone circulating on social media right now. I got a chance to look at it. It is just a chaotic scene. It is very brutal. It's very hard to watch, and just so many questions. How this happened, why someone videotaped it on their phone. Just a horrible, horrible set of circumstances. Of course, police still actively working this case, but right now nobody in custody, but they have identified that suspect, as you heard in the story. Reporting live from DPD headquarters, Camila Mary, Fox 2 News.
And your report, Camille, we heard that from police, we have to do better. We could start with turning in whoever is responsible and getting this person in custody. That's a good place to start.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that
Yeah.
video is circulating on social media. I know that police have seen it, no doubt, probably identifying who that person is, whether or not that person is somewhere in hiding or they're gathering enough evidence to arrest him.
I was gonna try to find it, y'all, but actually, I probably don't want to find that. That'll probably get me demonetized real quick if I show a freaking mass quadruple stabbing, right? So I'm not even gonna waste my time. I guess if you guys want to go see that video of the stabbing, which I mean, I was just gonna do it just so that we had the full picture and maybe get any extra details, but you guys can go look at that in its own time. But ultimately, what I want to know is just like, for one, what led up to this? You know what I'm saying? I think they alluded at the beginning, maybe it was about a woman. So now, did someone's woman get touched inappropriately? And then that ego kicks in, and you know what I'm saying? I can kind of understand. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want somebody touching my woman. So, and that could make you do some crazy things. And there are some bold people in this world, especially when we're talking about in the context of a party. People, for some reason, get real bold in a party, and don't let them be around their homeboys, right? And you're just by yourself, or you're just out with your chick. Because now, guys that wouldn't have that courage when they're solo, now all of a sudden, it doesn't even have to be the liquid courage. They just get the courage because they have other people that's going to help them handle what they probably couldn't handle on their own. So there's a lot to this that I'm curious about. But ultimately, you also have to know where you're going and know what type of environment you're putting yourself in. And a lot of times we still go in certain environments that are still degenerate, especially in the black community, just because it's what we're used to. But as you continue to ascend in life, as you continue to gain other experiences, you start to figure out that there's a lot more than just your neighborhood and than just, you know what I'm saying, the things that you've seen growing up that you didn't have any choice but to be a part of, right? You can be a part of much more productive circles, and this can still be of your own people, but just people who are thinking and aligned in the way that you're moving, right? Which is forward, which is productive, and which is progressing constantly and always wanting better for yourself and for your family. So that's a crazy story that four people got stabbed. I'm surprised nobody had their own tool on them, right? To just go ahead and handle that. That's pretty easy. Somebody just trying to stab. Now, if it's a shooting, everybody's got guns. What are you going to do about that? But a quadruple stabbing, that's a rare thing to hear about. So that's why I wanted to watch it, wanted to react to it. But guys, do me a favor, like the video. Also, if you want to join Limitless Legion, subscribe to the channel, and Cash App's in the description if you want to tip your boy, buy me an iced coffee. Also, you can join the Patreon as well, where I do post exclusive self-improvement content that is not on YouTube. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video.